Speaker. My question this morning is for the Premier. Premier, let's pick up where we left off on Thursday when I exposed your deep involvement in the Oakville gas plant cancellation. Here's a July 29, 2011 document that provides instructions to the Minister of Energy from a cabinet meeting he attended. Clearly, we were entitled to this document. It falls perfectly within the committee's guidelines. Premier, you are aware of this document. It was tabled at a meeting where you sat in the chair, which is why you're in the hot seat again today. Premier, do you deny intimate knowledge of the cost of the gas plant cancellations?
Thank you, Premier.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And I know that the Government House Leader will want to comment on the details of what happened in committee. But, Mr. Speaker, the document was provided to committee last week after the committee passed a new document production motion requesting Cabinet Office documents, Mr. Speaker. So that is how the document proceeded. But, Mr. Speaker, I have been clear. The decision was made.
Stop the clock. That one got me. The member from Renfrew apologized before I even finished standing up, so I thank you very much for bringing attention to yourself. Okay, carry on, Peter.
Mr. Speaker, I've been clear, Mr. Speaker. We listened to the people to the residents of Oakville. We listened to the residents of Mississauga. We made a decision, Mr. Speaker. We acted on that decision. It was a decision that was supported by everyone in this House, Mr. Speaker. I was a member of the government. Mr. Speaker, I was part of the cabinet. And so I was part of implementing that decision, Mr. Speaker. And that meant that the document that I signed was part of that implementation of that decision, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Speaker. Premier, all taxpayers really want to know is how much this Liberal gas plant scandal is going to cost and who ordered the documents to be withheld. Your Liberal government continues to stick to your $40 million story for Oakville and your $190 million story for Mississauga. Yet we've had witness after witness swear under oath the cost of these cancellations will top $1 billion. Now, Premier, you know the cost. We have these documents that prove you were intimately involved in the cabinet discussions on these settlements. Will you end the charade today, turn over all the documents we were entitled to a half a year ago, and tell us the full cost of your gas plant scandal?
Be seated, please. Thank you, Premier.
Peter.
Mr. Speaker, I think in the series of questions that were asked today, there were two questions. One, who prevented the production of all the documents? Well, Mr. Speaker, that honourable member and his colleagues, both in the PC party and the NDP, prevented all the documents coming forward when government members put forward that motion. He raised his hand and voted against them. The second question was about the Premier's knowledge, and I think it's important, Mr. Speaker, that we understand the Premier knew that all parties in this legislature opposed both plans, and notwithstanding the best efforts of the leader of the New Democratic Party today to try to distance herself, let me share a quote here from Mayor Hazel McCallion, what she told the Standing Committee on Justice Policy, and I quote, "The impression that was certainly given beyond a doubt, I think all parties would have cancelled it. There is no question about it." And, Mr. Speaker, that is only one of many quotes showing the New Democratic Party was in full opposition to that plan.